Hey, it's Sean Callagy. It's Fun Friday. We're here daily to connect and share with warriors like yourself committed to lives and growth and mastery. We are going to preempt our normally scheduled Fun Friday to share that this was a powerful Friday, and I'm feeling a tremendous amount of gratitude. Fox and Friends had us on this morning, asked us to be on with our client Jason Fick about the Facebook case we filed. I'm not going to go into a lot of discussion and detail about it, but I do want to express my gratitude for them tackling an important issue, getting it out there. It's an interesting, powerful case. It's publicly filed. You're free to look it up and read what it's all about. But I think the resonating message for me is that for folks out there that sometimes don't feel like they have a voice, that we can have a voice. And sometimes things happen, and we're against tremendous odds and big adversaries. I'm not just talking about this case. I'm talking about life in general. And what I think is incredible about our justice system is that our justice system creates a level playing field. And it doesn't always, right? Because money does matter and resources matter. And when you're outgunned by the other side financially, that's a challenge, for sure. But at the end of the day, and this is something that is the absolute truth, our legal system, I believe that juries, for the most part, get it right and get it right incredibly well at the end of the day. And so when people talk about our legal system, how screwed up it is, and it is screwed up, but I think the reason that's screwed up isn't because of juries. I think the reason it's screwed up is because there's a lot of lies that go on, and we need to have a much greater enforcement mechanism of the rules that are on the books about people lying. And I'm not talking right now about the Facebook case specifically. I'm talking about in general in our legal system. I'm talking about the fact that there are laws that require us to have candor towards the tribunal. That's the court system. There are rules about attorneys lying, and what we've almost come to is this belief structure that our job as lawyers is to kind of just lie for our client, like tell their story. And I think that's what's wrong with the legal system, is the enforcement of mechanisms regarding perjury and lying that goes on a regular and continuous basis. And also when people are making frivolous and unsupported claims and changing their story right before the courts, judges have a very, very tough job. I mean, they are overburdened, and it's massively, the traffic is incredible. But I do think if we put some real teeth and bite into rules about candor, that's where the playing field gets leveled even more. And that's where, once we get to a jury, I think fair, good, and honest things happen. But it's that journey along the way that a lot of times good, honest people get drained and have their resources taken away from them to defend themselves or protect themselves or bring their claims forward when they're dealing with adversaries that are lying and have more resources than they do. So this is a message on this Fun Friday that would create a lot of relief out there, and let's push this out there, is for integrity in our judicial system from lawyers and judges enforcing those mechanisms at the highest level, because that's what needs to happen for truth to be told and things to have the system work at a better and higher level. And that jury system, when we finally get there, I think for the most part they get it right. Sometimes they get it wrong, but for the most part they get it right, as long as people have competent lawyers telling that story out there. Hey, thank you again for pushing the message out there. We have the segment, I guess, is going to be attached to today's video. Please watch it. Please spread the word. It's an important issue. It's an important case. And yes, there's great things that big business does. And I'm a huge proponent of capitalism and big business. But there are laws out there to protect people from having their businesses taken away and destroyed. And that's what our message is all about related to this case. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day. I'm Sean Callagy.
All right, Brian, thank you.
Entrepreneur Jason Fick is suing Facebook, claiming they destroyed or devalued his Facebook pages. He was earning hundreds of thousands of dollars a month from the pages, which had over 25 million viewers. The lawsuit alleges that Facebook is unlawfully silencing people, including Fick, for his own financial gain. Facebook is not above the law and must be held accountable for its wrongs. This is a true case of David versus Goliath. Entrepreneur Jason Fick joins us now, along with his attorney, Sean Callagy. Thank you for joining us. So explain, why are you suing Facebook?
Well, like everyone else, I went on to Facebook. I actually went on to it. I had nothing, absolutely nothing. And I had the intent to tell my own personal story. And in that intent, I just started building an audience like everybody else. Audience is distribution.
What were you putting on Facebook?
Humor. Just humorous stuff. We entertained millions of people. And we did it on a regular basis. And there was no malice involved. There was no specific intent, but we just got on there to entertain.
And you were very successful. At the time Facebook took you down, you were like the 5th biggest thing on Facebook.
We were ranked by one independent site as 5th most active page on the internet entirely.
Why would Facebook take you down?
Competitive.
What do
The
you mean?
reality is that they wanted the news feed in order to push their ads into the news feed, so they needed to move everybody out of the way. And I think this is something that affects everybody because they needed that space. There's only a finite amount of space that puts into somebody's feed, and they have to control it. And when back in 2016, late 2016, they shut down half of my network like that. It was gone. Instantly deleted.
You know, Sean, we've heard stories about how the social media giants have shut down people of a political view that maybe the people at Facebook, Twitter, et cetera, might not agree with. This is different. This sounds like it's more for business than politics.
Absolutely economic. Imagine if you shut down Fox right now for 3 seconds. People lose their mind. He was unplugged, and everything is about having the dependable and consistent reach to get to people for advertisers. So his advertisers disappeared, but Facebook kept that reach for themselves and or redistributed it to other people so they could make that money. Essentially, they cut themselves in. They said, if you want this reach, what we told you was for free. We've now bait and switched you after you've put all of your time, effort, energy, and the opportunity cost of building this business, and now you can't do it anymore, and we're going to take our cut, which is going to be the lion's share.
You agree, when you go on Facebook, because it's free, you agree to their terms. Can they do that under the terms of a service term?
That's an awesome question. The issue, though, is that we have laws in this country that protect against unfair and anti-competitive business practices. There's legal terminology for things you can and can't do, regardless of what Facebook's terms of service says. And essentially, it says we could do whatever we want, whenever we want, but the law says something different.
So we reached out to Facebook. Facebook did not respond to our request. That said, you admit this is a David and Goliath case. Do you think you can win?
Do we think we can win?
Yeah.
Absolutely, we can win. We're going to get our day in court, and this is going to be an incredible battle. Facebook's essentially going to say what you just mentioned. We can do whatever we want. It's our platform. The law doesn't work that way. We absolutely believe it can win. We're thankful to have our day in court, and we put this in front of a jury. We think they're going to understand what happened in the destruction of this man's business.
Well, Jason, you were the little guy, and you built up to something substantial. You had the American dream, and they pulled the plug on it.
Absolutely. I didn't have a big name. Because I didn't have a big name, they pushed me out of the way. If you think about it like Diamond and Silk, it wasn't that they didn't get shut off. It was when they were shut off, they had a platform above that.
Right.
That's when they said, oops, sorry about that. We didn't mean to do that.
And you know what? Diamond and Silk are coming up next.
They are,
We're going to ask them about this case. All right, guys, keep us posted. Let us know what happens.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, listen, they are giants on social media. They are Diamond and Silk, and they're joining us from Diamond and Silk World Headquarters. Ladies, I'm sure you were listening to the story about Jason Fike, who was just with us. And Facebook pulled the plug on all of his pages because he says they wanted his money. What'd you make of that?
Well, I am so happy that, he's suing Facebook.
Yeah.
To take and somebody build their American dream. They have a platform. They have a place for you to brand your page, for you to build your fan page, for you to make money off of it, and then pull the rug from up under you.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that he should sue Facebook, and I'm happy that he's doing it.
Well, he is indeed. All right.
You ladies feel vindicated. I mean, you were really one of the first ones calling out Facebook on all of this. And a lot of people thought you were kind of full of it. And really, you were telling the truth.
We were absolutely telling the truth,
That's
and we're
right.
waiting on our apologies.
That's right. This is not a hoax, baby. This is real. They are pulling money from people that have built their platform, that have built their livelihood by using these particular platforms that's supposed to be neutral and a platform for all.
Right. Also, Twitter CEO will decide soon if he's coming to Capitol Hill today, whether he's going to come down and explain himself, because people are accusing him and his company of censoring conservative thought.